Well, China declaring that they are, quote, open for business, foreign business, that is. President Xi launching a week-long trade fair in Shanghai today. Here's what he's saying, quote, China has a gigantic market of 1.3 billion people, and we are sincerely opening that market to all countries. Though no officials from the United States are present at the expo, more than 100 U.S. firms are taking part in the show. But, gang, haven't businesses wised up to the way that China does business?
You know, I think this is going to look like a PR stunt to the U.S. I mean, it is true that the Chinese are trying to build an economy that's more consumer-oriented and less trade-oriented, but China still runs a huge trade surplus with the United States. Its surplus with the rest of the world is actually very small, but it imports a lot of goods from the rest of the world, repackages them, and sells them to U.S. So I don't think President Xi is going to convince anyone in the Trump administration with this trade expo that its policies are changing significantly.
Yeah, and to your point, I watched his speech last night. It was what was riveting is the audience. They did not move. They didn't blink. They didn't. Not a bead of sweat came down their brow. But he sounded like he wanted to do something. I looked at it as an olive branch, and I thought it was interesting because it feels more and more like President Trump also may be extending an olive branch. In fact, there's a soundbite from President Trump on Friday we should take a listen to.
Spoke with President Xi yesterday. They very much want to make a deal. I think we'll make a deal with China, and I think it'll be a very fair deal for everybody, but it will be a good deal for the United States.
So last night, President Xi, he shared a Chinese proverb. He says, all flowers in full blossom make a beautiful spring. He's promoting globalism. He says he'll drop the tariffs, and he wants to do business, Adam. He's ready to do business.
Well, and I think what we've seen is that I don't know if it's an olive branch to President Trump or the United States government, but plenty of companies around the world want access to those 1.3 billion people. And what we've seen over the past 3-4 decades is that depending on what business you're in, that can be quite a good market. If you're selling iPhones, for example, if you're trying to sell movies or, you know, other intellectual property in the media industry, good luck. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
But remember, they have been devaluing their currency, which means that the consumers don't have as much hard cash to buy things from abroad as they used to.
Well, that currency is also going down in part in its own right because the Chinese economy has slowed down a lot. You know, some people would argue that the currency would be going down even more right now if the Chinese government itself wasn't trying to stop it.
They spent $1 trillion in foreign currency. They have $4 trillion. They're down to $3 trillion to support their currency. So, you know, I always find it interesting when people say they can easily win the trade war by devaluing their currency. No, I don't think so. They're trying to stop capital flight. And to your point, someone made the point earlier, they want to develop a consumer-driven economy. You can't do that with high tariffs or a shrinking currency.
And I think another big part of the discussion is not just about what they're doing from a trade perspective or from their currency, but really is the national security implications for our relationship with China. I mean, listen, we could all go ad nauseum into the history of them stealing secrets from our military and from our businesses, and the type of barriers and restrictions that they put on investment. So for me, any deal that the president does with China, there's going to have to be some acknowledgement of the grave national security challenges, especially from a cyber perspective, that they still pose to us and our businesses on a daily basis.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you right now, President Xi talked about that a little bit, but he also talked about intellectual property and respecting foreign-related laws. And, again, there were no specifics, but I think we're set up pretty good for the G20 meeting. I'm not so sure how those militarized islands are going to go. They'll probably look the other way. And I think the idea is just, listen, don't steal from us in broad daylight. If we can come to an agreement like that.
Isn't the bottom line, though, that in the end they need us so much more than we need them and they're going to bend?
Well, the bottom line is it could be a symbiotic relationship. President Xi used the word open and openness about 24 times, and he was the champion of globalism. He talked about free markets. He talked
because
about
it's best for him and
so
for China.
let's see him do what he practices.
I don't think we should be in such a hurry to make a deal with them. There's a lot going on there. This is a generational struggle, not something that could be done like NAFTA 2.0.
We don't want to break the economy, right? We just want to
I think a lot comes down to specifics. It's one thing to say, you know, 1 million flowers will bloom, but I think this administration has learned at this point, and U.S. administrations generally, that you have to have kind of hard and fast agreements and get beyond promises, because the Chinese have promised opening for many years that hasn't occurred.
Right.
David, to your question, do they need us more than we need them? I think the short answer is yes. I think the long answer is you want to trade with the United States, of course, but we aren't the only economy. We aren't the only market in the world. And so we need them too, and we would like to have an agreement too.